There's a fish. There's a fish, people. You know, kind of pull it with the rod. There's a fish. There's a fish. It's big. There's a fish. Alright, people. Welcome back to another episode of Cross Country Bank Angler. I kind of had some unexpected free time kind of come up recently. So, decided to go ahead and try to do a little bit of fishing. You know, it's been tough lately, so I want to try to get out there when I can and you know, try to have a better day, you know, make some better content for you guys. So that's what we're doing today. I'm out here at this lovely spillway, as you can see. Kind of a rocky spillway, big reservoir up here that it kind of feeding into this river here. So this is a spot that's kind of known mostly for largemouth bass. But I think it really, it seems like it's low. I haven't been here before, but you know, I've heard of the spot. I know it's supposed to be a pretty good spot. So we're gonna give it a try out here for a few hours this afternoon. See if we can find some fish. You know, I'm kind of going for whatever bites today. You know, I'd like to catch a decent sized bass, but there could be other stuff in here too. So we're just gonna try to kind of work over this area real quick. You know, just kind of hit this side and then maybe hit the other side. You know, get around along the bridge to the other side, and then maybe we'll go downstream if we have time. I'm not sure how long, you know, it's gonna take. You know, what our time frame is gonna be, but. Anyway, that's kind of the plan for today. You never know until you throw. So, let's go. Alright people, so hopefully you can hear me over the spillway. It's pretty loud, making a lot of noise. But on the Baitcaster, I've got this Z-Man original Chatterbait rigged up, some kind of shad, you know, a general kind of white baitfish color that we're going with here. And as a trailer, I've got a Zoom Super Fluke in pearl. So that's what we're going to start off with today. That's kind of the plan right now. Is to kind of try to imitate some baitfish, you know, shad or minnows or something like that. So, you know, the water here is pretty stained, so I'm thinking something like this that's going to make a little bit of commotion is going to do best out here today. You know, have a little more drawing power for these fish. So still not like super confident when using the chatterbait. Caught a few fish on it. You know, if you watch my first video, that was the lure that I was using that day, and we did quite well. But that was a different color. You know, this color I've never gotten a bite on, I don't think. So we'll see if we can get a bite on this thing. I really don't know. There's a fish. There's a fish, people. Feels pretty good. Stay hooked, buddy. Oh. Oh yeah, good fish. Good bass. You'll stay hooked. I've had trouble with the hookups with this chatterbait before. That's a nice fish. It's a nice bass. We can land him. Come here, buddy. Come here, fish. I got you. I got you. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what we're talking about, people. That's the type of fish we came out here to catch. That's a nice bass. That one's probably close to 3 pounds. That's the biggest one I've caught on a chatterbait. Without a doubt. Look at that. That is a beautiful bass. Oh, baby. It's been a while since I caught a nice one. It has been too long, people. Too long since I caught a nice one. it has been a struggle in the fall the last few weeks. Let's get him in the sun there. Beautiful, beautiful bass. Probably 2.5. First fish of the day on the chatterbait. Thank you so much, Mr. Bass. I appreciate you. Healthy fish there. There he goes. Thank you very much, fish. I appreciate you. Beautiful fish there. Great way to start things off. I'm gonna keep casting that chatterbait for a little while after that. Maybe we can get a couple more to hit it. Nice bass. Alright people, so two things just happened. One, I almost snagged my lure in a tree. Had to fix the backlash as a result. And two, something bit the tail off of this fluke, I think. Or maybe it got ripped off by the tree somehow, I'm not sure. But we need to go ahead and re-rig this and then we'll get back to it. Alright people, so I just got rigged up. And as I turned around, I saw a fish swimming in the water, and it was a shad. I think it was a gizzard shad. It was about maybe an inch longer than this chatterbait. So we're matching the hatch pretty well here. And it would be, what we saw, it would definitely be something that a bigger fish would want to go for. So I think we're doing a pretty good job imitating a shad. You know, steady, but not super fast. And then every now and then give it a little pop. You know, kind of pull it with the rod. There's a fish. Oh, stay down, buddy. That's another good one. Oh man, nice fish. Is this a bass? It doesn't feel like a bass. Might be something else. Oh, I think it's a bass. Yep, good bass. Good bass, people. I think we found a good spot. Similar to that last one, maybe a little bigger. Come here, fish. You're caught. You're caught. Oh yeah. Another nice one, people. But overall, quite similar. They're not super, like, fat, pudgy bass. Long and streamlined, kind of torpedo-shaped. Adapted maybe to this river water a little bit. Alright, he's about 17 inches. 17-inch bass here. Let's get a picture of him. I'm going to give him some more water. And we'll get a real quick picture and get him out of here. Thank you, fish. Sorry I kept you out of the water. I know I helped you there. But that's still a long time to be out of the water. So go on back to your home. Thank you very much, fish. I appreciate you. Nice bass. So what we've been doing, fishing the chatterbait, and this is what I found to be the best retrieve for it, is kind of similar to how I fish a spinnerbait a lot of the time. And that's just casting it out, doing like a moderate to somewhat slow retrieve. I mean, every now and then just giving it a pop. Kind of popping it with the rod, or just doing it a hard crank to kind of speed it up just for a second. So I got the BFS out and I'm fishing this little jig spinner around. Kind of more of like a multi-species type of lure. Just gonna see if there's anything else down here that wants to eat. Maybe a crappie or who knows. Oh, we had a bump right there. You know, the bass have so much of the real thing to kind of choose from that they're less likely to want to hit the lure. Here's a fish. Yep. What is it? That's the question. It's a crappie. Alright. Finally got another fish. It's been a little while. I was wondering if there would be a crappie hanging out down here. Turns out I was correct. Not a big fish. But it's a little black crappie, probably 8 inches, maybe 9 inches. Hit the jig spinner. Let's get him out of here. Guy next to me looks like he's fishing a stickworm. Looks like he could catch one right away. Here's a fish. It's big. It's big. Big fish. Good fish, people, whatever this is. Fighting good. Oh, it's a good bass. Good bass, people. Good bass on the BFS. Can't control them very well. Oh yeah. There we go, people. Oh yeah. Not bad. Pretty good one, huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna let him go.
You?
I'm gonna let him go.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta let him go. People, so of course my other camera died, but this is the biggest one of the day for sure. This one might be around my biggest of the year, maybe a 4-pounder on the BFS setup on the jig spinner. That was incredible. Great catch there. All right, let's get this beast out of here. Beautiful fish. Beautiful bass at the spillway. Thank you so much, buddy. One last look at him. That's what we do out here, people. It's a beautiful largemouth. Gave a great fight on the BFS setup. Appreciate you, fish. I think that's my biggest of the year. That one's pushing, 19, maybe 20 inches. We'll see what 1.13 kilograms translates into. Appreciate you, fish. Beautiful. Beautiful bass there. Love to see it. Love to see that. Alright, people, I want to just take a quick moment here. A little PSA, public service announcement. I'm seeing a lot of trash down here. Maybe there's been a plastic worm that someone left. I think I'm going to take that with me. That might still be usable. It looks like maybe like a finesse worm or something. But I've been seeing lots of, bait packages and stuff like that. I mean, look at this. We got worm boxes, this soft plastic bag. Lots of trash out here. Lots of litter. And a lot of it is fishing related stuff. Don't be that person. If you're going out and you're fishing and you're just leaving trash, then I'm telling you right now, you need to just quit fishing because you don't have the proper respect for the natural world that we need to have for it. I mean, you know, we share this planet with the fish first and foremost, but lots of other amazing creatures too. You know, the world that we live in, when we go out and fish, it's alive. You know, the fish are alive, the water is alive. You know, this isn't just you know, they aren't just objects to exploit. So keep that in mind. You know, what you do has an impact. What you leave behind has an impact. I mean, look at all this stuff. I'm gonna put it down right here so I can take it away with me when I leave. Take as much as I can anyway, but too much junk out here, people. Have some respect for the environment. Clean up after yourself. Don't be a slob. You know, don't be one of this, you know, stereotypical, just selfish human and leave a bunch of junk out here, because, you know, even those plastics, that worm, if that gets into the water, fish might see it and just eat it, and, you know, fish aren't meant to digest that stuff. You could easily just kill a fish right there if that got into the water. I mean, all this plastic is everywhere now. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my pedestal here. I'm not trying to, you know, attack anybody, but just don't be that person. You know, be responsible and respect the environment. Gotta be careful here. So yeah, I'm gonna let that guy fish over there. Alright, I just looked around and the guy just caught a nice bass. Probably 2.5, 3. He's taking it too. Hey, like I said, no judgment. But you gotta, if you're eating to survive, then, or fishing to survive, then, you know, as long as you're following, you know, basic ethics, got no problem with it. There's a fish. Good one. This jig spinner is doing work. I think it's another bass. Yep. Not as big as the others, but he's giving a good fight. All right. Fish number 5 of the day, people, is another largemouth bass. This is more about the size I was kind of expecting to catch on this setup here today. Let's get him in the light there. Pretty fish, about 12 inches. Kind of the standard, you know, typical bass size around my area, I would say. Beautiful fish. Thanks for biting, fish. Appreciate you. Thanks for biting, fish. It's been a little while since I caught anything, so there he goes. There's a fish. Another bass. The guy that kept the big bass is leaving. And we just got another one. About the same size as that last one. There he is. Another largemouth here. This is a good spot. Definitely a good spot. Appreciate you, Mr. Bass. Been a good day out here. Alright, one last look at him, people. Beautiful largemouth from underneath this spillway. Let's get him out of here. Thank you, fish. Alright, people, so we are downstream of the spillway, you know, I saw this area and I saw all this fallen wood. It all looks pretty shallow, and there was a little trail down here, so I know it gets fish as well, but probably not as hard as the spillway. But I thought, why not, you know, cast around all these logs and stumps that are kind of jamming up this area here. Because if I were a bass or a predatory fish and I wasn't hanging around the spillway, then I'd probably be around some of this wood looking for some cover. So I swapped out the Rebel jointed minnow, which has disappointed me yet again, for the old Rebel crawfish. You guys know this is a great lure in kind of river type environments. So looks like the bottom here is kind of shifted more towards sand instead of rocks. But we're gonna just cast this thing around the wood, see if we can pick up a couple more fish, you know, more bass, or, you know, I'd take a different species now too. Maybe a bigger crappie would be cool. I haven't caught like a big crappie in a while. Well, it didn't take long for our river crawl to get snagged. All right, guys, I just found this big tree branch or trunk or something. I don't want to leave this lure out here, so I'm going to try to use it to knock it off of that branch. There we go, we got it. Whew, good going there. That took a little bit of finesse. I'm gonna leave this right here in case we need it again. Try not to leave lures behind if I have the patience to get them back. There we go. There's a fish on the paws. It's a bass. Not bad. He inhaled that lure. Wow. We were retrieving it along that. I mean, look how that bass ate that bait. Gonna have to be careful getting him unhooked. I don't want to hurt him too much more if I can help it. We were retrieving it along. I think I need the pliers for this fish. There we go. Got him free. Another good bass. Went for that Rebel crawl, retrieving it along parallel to that branch. So let's keep on tossing it. Man, the fish have been hungry today. Awesome. Let's get a picture of this guy and send him back. Bass fishing is fun, of course, so thanks, bud. Come on. There we go, we got it back. Again. Here's a fish. Man, the way he hit it, he stopped it. I thought it was another snag. Okay. There we go. Another largemouth bass out here today. Got a little bit of a injury near his tail. Let's get a picture of this fish and get him out of here. All right, fish. Let's get you on out of here. Oh. Well, there he goes. He wanted to go back to where I'd found him. All right, people. It is 4:45 and the sun is already low in the sky. You know, we just had daylight savings kick in recently, so we went out and we decided to explore this, this new spillway area, as well as the river that flows beyond it. And this is actually, you know, this is a river that I fished before way downstream a few times over the summer. But this is the first time checking this place out, and it turned out to be a pretty darn good spot if you want to catch largemouth bass in particular. And that was kind of something that I wanted to do. I was, you know, I've gone out and caught some fish here and there this spring, but nothing really big. And like I said, you know, the last few weeks have been kind of tough. You know, I really wanted to get out there and get on that kind of classic fall, you know, cooling water, you know, reaction bite where they're, you know, the fish are aggressive and they're hitting moving lures. You know, it really didn't take long for us to catch some fish out here. You know, we were started off tossing the Z-Man Chatterbait, that white Chatterbait with the Fluke. Then we, you know, switched it up to the BFS setup, and we were able to land that little crappie, and then that big old bass came on the BFS setup too. That was a heck of a fight right there. You know, 7-pound test line. That was close to our PB for this year if it wasn't the PB. It was great to get out and finally catch some nicer largemouth bass in the fall, because that's really, I think this is sort of the time, more of a time where I want to go out and catch big bass in comparison to other times of year. This has been a time in the past where I've had success, so I've kind of gotten to that habit of wanting to go for them more. Several different lures were working today, so I think we just hit, you know, we hit a good day where the conditions were in our favor. You know, we finally kind of had some more cooler weather come in here the last few days. You know, it was unreasonably hot last week, and then kind of over the weekend we had a cold front kind of come through. So maybe I think that kind of helped trigger the fish to feed a little more maybe. Today was a good day of fishing. Felt nice to get out there and catch some bass on moving baits today. So yeah, if you watched this far and you like what you see, then you should subscribe to the channel. I planning on putting out a video on a weekly basis for the foreseeable future here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you.